Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unicorn Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. What is the Monday painting video and what's it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is a painting video, but the model or models in question that get painted are voted on by you guys, my viewers, from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a Q&A. I show you guys a host of models and you guys vote on what you want me to paint for the following Monday's painting video. So for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so this week's, you would have seen from the thumbnail results already, but this week, 2 votes for Azrael, 1 vote for the Warp Talons, and 1 vote for any of the Chaos Space Marines, 1 vote for the Wraith Lord, and 1 vote for any of the Eldari. So there's 3 different things to be voted on. Well, they won the vote. So as typical fashion, do a dice roll. So 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6. So 1 to 2 is Azrael, 3 to 4 is Warp Talons, 5 to 6 it is Wraith Lord. 1 to 3, so it's the Warp Talons. So I'm gonna start getting this wet palette set up and see how we're gonna, what way I'm gonna go from there. Right, so I've still even grabbed the base. When I first put these guys together and 10th edition first came out, they weren't allowed to have Mark or Chaos, which is like, oh, that's a bit poo. So I thought to myself, you know, when it comes to today's painting video, I was like, oh, this should be nice and easy, you know, do a Black Legion, off they go. But then I said, if I say to you they can't have Mark or Chaos, they could have changed the rules, and Sod's Law would say they have, and, you know, I made a fool of myself. So I did my due diligence and checked, and yes, they can have Mark of Chaos now. So the way that the Marks of Chaos work, it gives them special buffs. So if there's the Khorne and Slanesh ones are for close combat when they do a Dark Pact, and Nurgle and Essential for shooting when they do Dark Pact. Now they can do a Dark Pact, any Chaos Space Marine unit can do a Dark Pact in the shooting and in the close combat phase. So I'll give you an example. The last game I played with Chaos against Mark, he had Chaos Knights, I was Chaos Space Marines. My Khorne Land Raider did the Dark Pact to get sustained hits on his weapons, but they would take effect on the 6 because the Khorne's Dark Pact is for close combat. So for these guys, if they had a Mark of Khorne and they did Dark Pact and they took lethal hits, their lethal hits will take effect on a 5+, not a 6. But to be honest, I don't really want to do them as Khorne. That's very simple. I want to do them as Slanesh. Now Slanesh, if they do Dark Pact, they get sustained hits on the unmodified roll of 5+. So that's absolutely, you know, that's what I'm going to go for. So let me talk you through the wet palette first of all. There's some Lead Belcher. I put some Rune Lord Brass on there because I want to try something a little bit different with these guys. I've got some White Scars, some Euphron Grey, and I've got some Genestealer Purple. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a bit of tissue. I'm going to take some Lead Belcher and drop the model at the same time, and I'm going to give it a heavy dry brush. I don't want to get the claws. I'm going to give it a heavy dry brush all over. Some people say doing the dry brush straight away. There's a little method to my madness, guys. Just trust me and trust the technique. So I'm going to go off camera and do dry brush the rest of this guy and the rest of the squad. Right, so now I'm going to go out on a proper limb now. So they've all been heavy dry brush silver. Now I'm going to take Genestealer Purple, I'm going to water it right down on my wet palette, like really water it down. And what I'm going to do then, I'm going to wash it on. Some people say, what the hell are you doing? I'm going to wash it on. That's the whole model. Okay, when it dries, it should give me a nice effect that I can just come back in with Gently Purple again and just tidy up here and there. So I'm going to go off camera and just do the rest of him. So here's where we are. Some people are going to be falling off their chair at the moment going, what the hell are you doing? Now I'm going to take some Euphorin Grey. I'm going to come in and I get all the claws. So the claws on his hand, his warp talons. And we're going to get his claws on his feet as well. And I already know some people falling off their chair like, what the hell's this crazy man doing? Just trust the process. You'll be absolutely shocked when you see what gets done to these models next. So I'm going to finish off this one. This is just base colouring still. Because what to me, the points of interest on this model are as follows: claws, both feet and hands, the jump pack, and the trim. Yeah, all Chaos Space Marines have gold trim, but the trim is in there as well. There's only 3 things on this model that really strike me: claws, jetpack, and the trim. Everything else can be okay, but as long as those bits really stand out, that's what's really going to sell the model. So you'll see what we do with the rest of the body in a little while, but there's still a little bit wet, the purple. But anyway, I'm going to try for a few minutes. I'm going to do the white on the rest of the Euphorin Grey on the rest of them, and I'll come back to you again, guys. Right, so here's where we're at. Yeah, it's a very faint, distinct, shiny purple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some Gently Purple that's not watered down as much. I'm going to come in and just tap it into places, just to heighten those areas a little bit more. So like a leg here. Shoulder pad. The Gently Purple is a loud paint, so it will go on bright and dull itself down. All we're doing is just, we're not washing it again, but we're just touching up a few areas here and there where it probably needs a little touch up. I'm not going to do the whole of this on camera, I'm going to do a little bit. And I'm going to go off camera and do the rest. Right, so here we are again. The purple is a bit more prominent this time, but it's still in certain areas. If it's not prominent, you see the shoulder pad's still a bit wet. In certain areas where it's not prominent, you still get a glint of purple, which is nice. Now I'm going to take some white scars, and here's what I'm going to do. Come to the lightning claws, and I'm going to just do the ends of them. about halfway down with white scars. Same on the feet. Some people probably look at this, what's this crazy man doing? My regulars will know that there's something coming next. Let's do this last one on him, and then I'm going to try and avoid that, the paint pulling in one location. Right, so here we are. Actually did a little bit of white on the sides here, on the teeth on top, not too much, just a little bit. Now I'm going to do the painstaking task with some Runelord brass, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick out all the trims. There's a lot of trims, especially on these guys. Now I was going to dry brush it over the top, but then I said to myself, some areas I can dry brush it, some areas I can't. So it'd be easier just to come through and do the Runelord brass. Now it's going to be a pain in the backside because it's not going to go over purple. So it's going to maybe have 2 coats done to it, I'd imagine. I'm going to go off camera and do the rest and come back to you again. So where we have the Runelord brass, I think it adds a totally different, distinctive look to it. Some people might look and go, yes, fantastic. Some people might look and go, no, it's not that great. Maybe I should go with the gold, I don't know. You guys check a comment below and let me know what you think. So I'm going to finish just doing this guy. There's a few little bits I've seen that I've missed. And then I'm going to start doing on the next guy. We'll get 2 or 3 done and then come back to you and show you the next stage for this guy. Right, so for all intensive purposes, these guys are battle ready. I think the Runelord brass looks really nice for the purple. You guys check a comment below and tell me what you think. But now we're going to take it beyond battle ready standard. Now this can be a dry brush, an edge highlight, a wet blend, a shade, you know, any manner of things, including contrast paint. So this goes back to what I said earlier on. I'm really going to make this really stand out now. So I'm going to go Old Diary Emerald contrast paint, my favourite colour, my favourite contrast paint colour, and I'm going to do it along the claws. That's why we went with the white scars over the top. So it's going to give me different shades without even having to do anything. Well, I had to do very much. I'm not going to do all the claws, even the ones I painted white. I'm going to do just these ones. Should I just do the other ones, or should I do these ones on the side? Let's do one, see how it looks. When I say one, I mean one model, not one spike. So I dropped a bit of white onto the teeth coming out the top of the jetpack as well. I think that looks absolutely amazing. So you guys chuck on below and know what you think. So I'm going to do the contrast paint on the rest of the guys. And then I'm going to come back to you again. And there we have it, guys. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to bring you down so you can print pictures in a minute, so don't panic, because I know this is too far away, but I'm trying to get them all on the shot. Any comments or anything, chuck them below. Now I could come in a bit green now, or with the contrast paint dry, and flick it on the claws, but coming off onto the model itself, onto the hands and everything else. Let's put this guy up, I'll show you this guy. So I could flip it onto here. Could flip it onto the hand and make it look like a glow effect along the top here. You know, but I don't really want to do that because I think that would take too much away from the purple. I think the Runelord brass and the green themselves to do enough to take from the purple, but to still leave purple visible for you. I mean, you guys check on below and tell me what you think. But these are absolute joy to paint. I was, like I said, at the beginning of the video, I was like, oh yeah, just gold trim and black armor, and yeah, nice and easy because they can't have Michael Chaos and blah blah. And I thought, let me double check that. I double checked it, and they've been changed that they can have Michael Chaos, which is, you know, actually fantastic. But because I don't have any ranged weapons, it's just Khorne or Slaanesh. So, and Khorne's nice to do, don't get me wrong, but I haven't done Slaaneshy things in a little while now, so I thought I'd just go with that way. And I think with the rules for these guys, the Michael Slaanesh, if when they do a Dark Pact at the beginning of combat phase, if they choose sustained hits, they take effect on a 5+, which is fantastic. But the lethal hits, if you're Khorne, takes effect on a 5+. So their weapons are twin linked anyway. So for me, auto wounding or getting extra hits and having re-rolling the wounds anyway because they're twin linked, I thought that was a better option anyway. But again, I didn't want to just paint Khorne all the time. I thought, let me just paint Slaaneshi. Anyway, I'm waffling on, guys. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, first time seeing the channel, hit the subscribe button because it costs you absolutely nothing. It helps the channel out in a massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything, because I don't just do painting videos, do Let's Builds, do weekly Wednesdays, battle reports, terrain builds. There hasn't been one for a long time now, but there is one in the pipework ready to, should be ready this week, hopefully. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people and makes this amazing community of you guys grow even more. A massive thank you to everyone who voted from last week's Weekly Wednesday. Don't forget to tune in this Wednesday to cast your vote for the models that are going to be up for painting next Monday. Guys, thank you all for watching. Hit the buttons for me. Until next time, take it easy.